Welcome, Runaway Warlords, to a fabulous, hearty episode of Reviewers Review. I am Samurai Drew.
I am the DarkBritton, baby.
Today, on our 6th episode, we focus upon Grand Line Review.
I am so ready for this. I am so excited.
Well, when we did Joy Girl, Grand Line Review commented, and I think he wanted a video on himself, so we had to supply the video for him.
Yep. And with this being our season finale, not series finale, but season 1's coming to a close. We want to try some other projects after this. Be sure to watch out for the Warlord watch list. Shameless plug.
Yes, and before we get into our discussion too, we have 3 boxes. And which box is Grand Line Review in? And if you pick the right box, you don't have to subscribe. But if you do pick the right box, you have to subscribe. Something like that. Wait, did that make sense? Did I just say if it... Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay.
Yep, so whichever box you pick, if it has a Grand Line Review channel in it, you will have to subscribe if you pick wrong.
And which box it is it? Wow, it's all the boxes. Thank you for your subscription. Really appreciate it. Incredible work out here. So I got my handy dandy notebook here, and we'll go down the list to his first video, which according to his videos when I do sort by, goes to the Yonko Explained One Piece 101 3 years ago. Now, we kind of think that there's some other videos before that, right?
I thought so, but it seems like he may have gone back and updated the audio. So I've been a fan of GRL for the longest, to the point where when he first started making his appearances, I think the Anime Rapid Chat was one of his first, I was just like, what is going on? So it was a really cool thing for someone who literally is on the other side of the planet to really make his entry. And I've been following him with the One Piece 101s, and I went back. The older ones had really rough audio, and it really goes to his point of investing in your hobby. But when I went back, it seems like everything is still the same. It may just have updated the audio, so I'm not necessarily sure. Grand Line Sama, we humbly beseech you, if you are watching this, to just let us know if you did or not. Who knows?
Yeah, and speaking of his first few videos, 3.1 million? Are you freaking kidding me?
Which one was that again?
Top 5 best devil fruits. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he just upload So I think he knew that video was banging, right?
So he's doing something recently where he actually breaks down, and this is one of the reasons why I became such a hardcore follower of GRL, is because he's very analytical, and I am as well. And so recently he's doing a new project where he actually has 4 different categories. I think they're 25 points for each category, and it goes up to 100 points. And that's how he literally breaks down on a scientific level by like quality, creativity, overall power, things like that. How to break down how to judge what's the best and the worst devil fruit, which goes off of when he first started these videos, which is really cool, because as someone who has really been just really interested in the channel and how it's developed,
the 3.1, the 2.1 are sitting so comfortably in the beginning of his archive here. They're definitely a great way to start off a YouTube list here.
Yeah,
which
and that's
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, well, I was about to transition into Chantel's My Wife Explains One Piece Poorly series, and she has a great voice.
New fan.
So his name is Shing, and he comes from, oh no, I'm gonna say it, he comes from a land down under.
Tell me about this rather flamboyant looking character.
I mean, you say flamboyant, I say flamingo.
Disgustingly accurate, yep.
She's great in these, and some of them have the better, more views than the ones next to him, so they're very popular for the time.
Chantel made her appearance in these in the Grand Line reviews, and then she transitioned, and we'll talk about it later on. We talk about more of the things that he's done, but I remember, again, I've been a fan for this long, so I remember when she first made her appearance, and I can't remember what I was doing. I may have been driving, but all of a sudden, as a black man, when you hear the sassiness of a black woman, your back just like arches, like, whoa, what just happened? That's an Australian talking. What's going on? And then I found out she was black, and I was like, respect, Liam.
Nani?
Respect. And following the series, I think I commented, I can't find it in any of the thousands of comments, but like, you tell them Grand Line waifu, and they liked the comments, and I was like, they seem.
Aw, nice.
So
That's
I've
cute.
been a very fan of just him and his family, and we'll talk more about his senpai-isms too. So
Yes.
But it's a great series, and it became a staple in their next channel that they started together.
Yes, the Hunter Q Hunter XXXX Hunter.
I hate you so much.
Who cares? Dang it. And I think Hunter X Hunter sounds better, but we can get to that
You
later.
really?
Yeah, Hunter X Hunter. It's like, ooh.
Americans.
Well, you're saying that you wanted to get into, we were talking about, like, in the zone of the Chantel wife reviews in that moment.
Mhm.
You're talking about it affects on you?
She grew herself a fandom, and then finally they were just like, you know what? Let's start a new channel. And that into the New World review, which is Liam's, just his place for all the other things that are One Piece. For many fans, there's this thought of, oh, I just want one person to just have all these different things, and I don't care X, Y, or Z. Unfortunately, though, within the YouTube community, if you're a creator trying to grow, that necessarily can't work if you're very niche. So Liam decided to go, Grand Line Review started to go into the New World Review, which is where they're fans of Hunter x Hunter, they're fans of he did a Dr. Stone breakdown, which I was very hype about. It's basically all the other anime things that they're interested in. And she has her own series there where she talks about Hunter x Hunter every week. And they both have a very good speaking voice for breaking things down to the point where they possibly could be good teachers or could be good for like an audio class type thing.
Yes, I
that
totally
or I
agree
love
with
the
that.
Australian accent.
So let's get into the editing style, which there's two rules of thought. Now, so I make YouTube commercials, and one of the rules of thumb is full screen or get out. So basically, you cover the whole screen with the image that you want to display. Or you do what Grand Line Review has done recently, which is picture-in-picture, which I have in my monitor right next to me. Now, this is a more pleasing way to have pictures go on for me, because in the first part, his first few videos, it's definitely full screen, and it just doesn't have the zing of how he edits them now. And I'm sure it's a lot easier for him to have his format to be able to post every other day. He
has to have a team.
Go ahead.
He has to have a team. He's between his 3 channels. We'll talk about the third one later on because I will go into that one. His 3 channels, between the 3 of them, have 600K. So he has to have a team, or else he would just be losing. It would make no sense that you don't have an editing team. Yeah. Well, it seems that he's built, because he also has Facebook. He has a massive Discord, which is absolutely insane. So his network, and we do in the reviewers review, we talk about the supernova that were coming out. We did one on Joy Girl, who we'll talk about in a bit, and we did one on Sensei Sama. But we have Yonko in this community for One Piece. Actual channels. There aren't 4. I'd probably put it about 6 or 7 that, of just the clout and influence alone, just make them massive. And what Liam and the Grand Line has been able to do outside of the One Piece community solidifies him as a Yonko. There's Tekking, there's Cole, there's definitely Roger, And
Rogers Base.
Joe Boy, and you can make the argument for some others, but yo, if there's ever a Yonko that has literally not only the community, but the clout with other types of channels, it's insane the type of content that that network.
Okay, let's say you woke up late on Sunday. As a matter of fact, let's say you woke up right now and you're like, oh my god, I need to watch a chapter review over the last chapter. And you got Rogers Base, you got King of Lightning up, you got Tekking, and then you have Grand Line Review. And 10 out of 10 times, I'm going to click the Grand Line Review review first.
Yes.
Because Grand Line is the easiest one to digest.
It's
by
short
far
and compact. And you can be walking around. You don't necessarily have to watch it. His voice is the show. He is not the show. With Cole and Tekking and Roger, you can listen to them and not pay attention to the screen. But 9 times out of 10, you're watching the screen because they're wild and crazy and doing all these things. Liam's voice carries it. And with that, you can literally just go about your day.
Hello and welcome to the Grand Line Review, your source for everything One Piece, and today we have a fairly casual video just asking a chill and not at all important question, which is, what is the One Piece?
For me, after we get done recording, I got to go take care of my dog, so I'm walking him. I'm just listening to the Grand Line Review. It's 10 minutes. It's compact. He is a very analytical approach. I appreciate that. Analytical person. So it's just one of those things where it's not to knock anyone else in the community, but personally, and for my lifestyle, it fits and works.
He completes my journey from my house to the end of the bridge in Tampa. When you go from St. Petersburg into Tampa, there's a giant bridge.
Really? And
whatever, because he uploads really early in the morning. So at 7, boom. Anyway, it's like clockwork. It's like that's when I get done with his video.
I never quite noticed it. I'm gonna have a reaction. And for those of you who don't know this, prepare yourselves. I'm listening to him talk about the giants in One Piece, and he's like, oh, and by the way, Elbath is Fable backwards. And I'm like, there is no way I have been a fan of One Piece for this long, and I never noticed that. That drove me insane for the rest of the night.
He broke the news to me that the voice actor for Ivankov showed a wonderful picture of himself full body,
how he got canceled.
And that's why he's not voicing Ivankov anymore.
He did the most Ivankov thing.
So Grand Line's got info.
And who knows, that might be how him and Joy Girl know each other, because they both do a lot of work on their research.
Well, we're down to the last box here, which is the future of Grand Line Review.
There's a lot. I want to see Chantel needs her own YouTube channel. Grand Line Waifu we need the Grand Line Waifu YouTube channel. That's it. It's just Grand Line Waifu. She can talk about literally anything. She can talk about him. Like I'll listen to a 15-minute video of her bitching about him, screaming over the latest One Piece channel, or being over analytical about an anime show. I'd watch that. But joking aside, he has a third channel, which they haven't posted on for 2 months now. I am a nerd. I'm wearing a One Piece shirt. I have dragons behind me, and I have a Final Fantasy thing right here. They have a Team Pokemart YouTube channel, and it is a disgruntled Poke Center employee just going through the day of living in the Pokemon world, and it is so...
Where was this? Oh funny. My god, I didn't see that. What the heck?
So it's called Team Pokemon. if you want to learn, if you want to just hear Pokemon stuff, it's just a nice little Liam's breakdown with a very subtle yet relatable view of working in retail. This dude.
Yeah, I'm watching it right now. It's incredible.
Just talking about like my employer, the soul crushing corporate is just working me down. But anyway, and he just got a sidekick Ditto, and I'm upset because they stopped posting. Who knows? COVID's happening. It was the end of the year. It may not have been doing up to par for what they were looking for. Again, between the 3 channels, they have over 600K subs, 500,000 easy, and it's only growing from there. And
Yes.
I want to see the Grand Line Waifu YouTube channel. I'd subscribe. I
Heard.
And I do want to see the Team Pokemon come back. And who knows? They're not necessarily more reaction-y people, so I don't necessarily wouldn't want a live reaction channel. But
He is starting to mix that in with his recent.
I appreciate that.
He also has a really nice studio that he's recording in. Jeez.
Another reason
we
why
do this every episode, and definitely not even close to something like that. It looks so good. His little office there.
I like that he started mixing those in. It just shows a lot more of the humor that he has underneath when he's reading the chapters. Maybe a game review. I necessarily wouldn't want him to break down anything too serious. He does have the voice that many people would want to listen to world history if he ever were to talk about that kind of thing. But that's not, as a fan.
Okay, hear me out, and maybe I'll do this. Okay, so don't actually steal this just yet. Give me a month to not do this video. But I would love explanations between when anime ends and when the manga ends. I would love to fill in those gaps. Some YouTuber, and it's you, Liam, you have to make this video that. Okay, Okay.
What do you mean?
I need a video where, let's say Bleach. I don't want to read the rest of Bleach. I have caught up to the anime and I'm over it. But I just want to know how it ends, and I need Liam to fill in those gaps after the anime to the manga is concluded. Something like that. Boom. Okay.
I get it. It makes sense.
Okay.
I think it's like a spoiler series or something like that. He comes up with different series, so we'll see. We'll see what the world holds.
It's getting to that time where we rate Liam Grand Line Review from Boa Hancock to Lady Kokoro, beautiful Lady Kokoro. You know, she has a lot of personality, that Kokoro, but definitely not the hottest. So we have to pick somewhere in between. And this week I thought I'd pick it, and I really like Grand Line Review, so I'm going to give him the hot Nojiko. Are we good? Nojiko? We straight up? Straight up?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that with all of my heart. I was so afraid.
I'm going to give him Nojiko. I think he's awesome. I think he's fire. So...
I can't wait to rewatch that because I was so just like,
dude, Nojiko made
Nojiko's in
the
my
top 3
too.
where? Well, thank you for
document.
watching. Check out Grand Line Review. Obviously, you probably already subscribed to him. If you're not, you're an idiot. Go over there and check out his channel. And yeah, his other channels as well. Apparently Pokemart, which I did not see that. Yes.
Team Pokemon.
Also, why don't you give us a like and a subscribe while you're here? We'd really like to see ya. Shameless plug. Yeah, I am Samurai Drew.
And I'm the DarkBritton.
Hey, thank you so much for watching, and protect somebody that you care about. Love ya. Bye.